Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening. Okay, today we have having the seminar online in ADS607 managing change. Okay, first I want to introduce our group member Muhammad Fazli and Muhammad Nabil bin Abdul Jamal Nasir, and I as Muhammad Syariniza bin Adnan. Okay, this seminar I prepare for Dr. Suhaimi Haji Abdul Samad. Okay, next. Okay, table of content. Firstly, introduction. Second is change in organization. Third is change part and change tool. Fourth, adaptation to change. Fifth, recommendation, and lastly, conclusion. Okay, what about the? Okay, first I want to introduce about the MMKN. What about the MMKN? MMKN is the one of the unit identified as Unit Dewan and Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri (MMKN). It is as the main source of reference for a state government, department, federal statutory bodies and local authorities. That's currently located in the Seri Negeri Complex ICRO, has been operated in 1999. Okay, about the vision and mission, our organization have a mission. This JKM have a mission. Vision is to be a highly capable organization in providing global standard service of the people, and the mission is to strengthen inclusive delivery of service through continuous improvement. Okay, this is the organization chart in the Jabatan Ketua Menteri Melaka. So we can see the organization chart lah. Okay, next we continue to the Muhammad Fazli to continue the presentation. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Syariniza. So next we shall proceed on the changes in organization. So basically on this organization, what we have been able to identify is that it can be summarized into two categories in the changes that already happened in the organization. First is the change in the use of modern technology in the daily operation of the organization itself, which is MKKN, and also the use of medium of communication within the organization and also with the public. So factor of changes. Okay, so what caused the change to happen? So basically globalization is what has made MKKN to comply with the changes in order to ensure that traditional methods being used are being globalized, okay, for the purpose of carrying out their daily operations as usual in accordance with its vision and mission as stated earlier. So type of changes, so there are actually two types of changes, but we shall focus only on one for this presentation on MKKN, in which it focuses on the first order change, as the approaches taken in executing the changes within the organization did not involve any form of fundamental change in strategy, core values, or its corporate identity. So the changes that were being made only affects the operation of the business, but not its main purpose or main function of the organization itself. And next, some of the example of changes undergone by MKKN. So as we have earlier mentioned, use of the technology on the website portal. Now there are website portals for the organization, in which the purpose of the website among them are to make appointments, and then also for information sharing on the activities and also the whereabouts and condition of the organization, also to perform various form of payments in relation to state matters, whether for the public use mostly, and also in the online communication for mostly members of the organization, on which is first online meetings, which is now available due to globalization. And second, they also have HR-related functions, which involves their leave applications for members of the organization, also request for pay slips and other data personnel details of the members of the organization, and also storage of data data storage of organization confidential, profile and information, meaning all are now being kept online. And so we shall look on the change path and change tools for MKKN. So based from what we have seen on the change path that was being influenced by the contingency approach under the structural contingency theory. Okay, as stated by Dunphy and Stace in 1993, managers must identify organizational environment in order to decide on organizational structure. Managers need to choose and decide on strategies that are suitable to be implemented, in which it needs to be in parallel with the globalization itself. So globalization is the cause on why the changes are being made in the first place by MKKN. So it's not a factor from within the organization, but from the outside environment itself. And then the change tools being used for the organization was based on the Beckett and Harris model. There were a few models, but among some of these models, which we have found to be very, very suitable, in which the practice of a change that was done earlier, very similar to this kind of model. Okay, in which for change to occur, dissatisfaction with status quo, compelling vision, and practical first steps have to be simultaneously higher than resistance to change. So most change programs often being driven by the presence of technology upgrades, as it would force the working practices and business process to fit in with the new system, which we are focusing on about, which is the use of modern technology. And now on the adaptation to changes. So I shall hand over this to our next and final presenter, Mr. Nabil. So we may take the stage. Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fazli. Okay, about the adaptation to changes. During the period of changes, all change that were about to be implemented were being communicated with workers before change took place. Workers were fully aware and have a proper understanding on the reason behind the change along with a purpose. Allow the process of change that took place were being made smoothly, and very few cases of resistance between the members of the organization arose, able to sustain the change that were made due to clear flow of passage of information sharing. Okay, recommendations. Provide workers between the age of 50 to 60 years old with training to ensure that they can also participate in the change of being implemented, which were more involving the use of technology. Secondly, provide the workers with a sum of allowance for the workers to be able to have access of the internet without fail. In conclusion, change is inevitable, would require efforts from the leaders of the organization in order to ensure that the process of change can be done smoothly despite the challenge that will be faced, and a proper and systematic approach in dealing with change can benefit the organization in ensuring the relevance and sustainability of the organization itself. Okay, thank you. That's all from us.